What's happening, you guys? I'm Ben Palajak. Welcome back. I got some more prize picks coming to you today. I've got 2 player props for Thursday Night Football coming at you. I feel really good about those. But first off, we're going to go through our parlays that we gave out in our previous 2 videos and some other ones that I put in for the weekend. So I actually just started a Discord server. So, we don't all have all the time in the world to be making videos all day. So sometimes I'm putting in other parlays, and I decided I'm going to make a Discord server where I can share all of my picks and all of my subscribers can share all of theirs, and we can just start building a community of people sharing, supporting each other. So I'll leave the link down in the description below. So feel free to hop in there. I'll post all my winnings from this weekend, and then I'll post all the parlays I'm going to be putting in for this next weekend. And we are coming off of a very productive weekend in the NFL where we made some good money with our parlays, and we love to see that the NFL's back. Like, offenses are kicking again, people are scoring touchdowns. So the money's up and we're staying alive. We love to see it. Unluckily, Joe Burrow sold us on our Sunday parlay that we handed out in the video, but we still got a partial win on that. So we're just going to briefly go through some of these Sunday parlays. And then the other parlay I gave out with Tutu and Michael Wilson. Tutu smacked that in literally his first 2 catches, he got 40 yards. And I was just like, that was such a disrespectful line. So that was way too easy. And then Michael Wilson was so hard to watch that game. It wasn't on him, it was Kyler. I don't think I'm going to bet on this Arizona offense for the rest of the game. I'm a Rams fan, so I think I'm jaded from what I saw from them against us, where they were just cooking. Kyler was Super Saiyan in that game, and we could not stop him whatsoever. But honestly, they're mid. They're 1-3, just like the Rams, and that I'm not betting on that Cardinals offense for the rest of the season unless they start really cooking again. DK and Tony Pollard, I felt wonderful about that last night, and that was just too easy. So we put it on 2 different parlays. Got a bunch of wins from that, so that was really nice. The David Montgomery touchdown is the easiest lock in the NFL right now. And then I wanted to go over this one too because, sheesh, I was 1 yard away from $500, and it was painful. But the Whittington over felt super easy. The Leggett over was really easy, especially with more practice time with Andy Dalton during the week because Deontay was injured for a little bit. And then Kyron, that's such a lock every week. Jamar, easy money. I mean, that play he made against Carolina was just beauty. Diggs, love it. And then Dobbs, bro, 39. He needed 39.5. He needed 40 yards. Oh, man. But we are going to hop into this week's game. We've got a huge divisional matchup in this week for Thursday Night Football. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons, and this division is super competitive right now with New Orleans and Tampa and the Falcons. They are just neck and neck right now. And it's probably going to come down to a 1-game split between all of them, or they're going to end up tied and 2 make the playoffs, 1 doesn't. I don't know what's going to happen with this division, but this is a huge game. And so we're going with Chris Godwin and Drake London, and we're going to take both of their receiving yards lines. So we are starting off with the Chris Godwin receiving yards over. We're going to be taking the over on 67.5 receiving yards, and he's hit that in the last 3 to 5 games. He has 9 targets in the last 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks before that, he's got 8 targets in each of those games. So he's getting a ton of usage in this offense. The reason I'm not taking his targets is because it's at that 8.5 line. I feel like it's right on the brink. He could get 8 targets. He could get 9 targets. But he's been so consistently involved, and he's being used over the middle, and he's got great run after the catch. He's just got great hands. He's much more consistent than Mike Evans. Mike Evans is extremely talented, and when he's got one-on-one coverage, Baker is throwing that ball. But the Falcons know that, and they have a great safety tandem with Justin Simmons and Jesse Bates, and they're 2 of the best safeties in the league, probably 2 out of the best 5 safeties in the league, and they're on the same team. So one of them is always going to be draped over Mike Evans, and I think it's going to open things up for Chris Godwin, especially with how much the Falcons defense has really been getting torched by number 1 wide receivers, and that's who Chris Godwin is to Tampa right now. He is their number 1 option. Let's go over some of these. Olave just hit 87 yards against Atlanta. Devontae Smith just hit 76 yards against Atlanta. Pickens put up 85 against Atlanta. So all of those number one options are smacking against Atlanta. I think Godwin's going to do it too in such a big divisional matchup. And then next up, we're going with Drake London. And we're going to take his over on his receiving yards line as well with 62.5. And for a lot of the same reasons that I went with the Chris Godwin over, I'm also taking the Drake London over going up against that Tampa secondary because they have also been getting cooked by wide receivers this year. Amon-Ra St. Brown put up 119, while J-Mo also put up 79, so they both hit this line. Cortland Sutton just put up 68, which is also hitting that line. And Drake London is the option right now. I mean, Darnell Mooney is very talented, but really besides him, he's got Ray McCloud, but Drake London is that alpha wide receiver. He's that possession guy. He's got great hands. He's going to cook this secondary just like every other receiver has been doing who's talented in the NFL. And this line just feels low to me in such a big matchup where this could turn into a shootout. Even if this is a lower scoring game, I think both of these number one options are going to get very involved in this game with just so much on the line in this division. So with that, just a reminder on the Discord, please hop in. That's going to be free to join. So yeah, let's share our wins this weekend, and thank you guys very much. Peace out.